Okay, so another day, another series, man, and not just any day. Today's a very special day. It is Christmas Day, and I hope you guys are having a super awesome, peaceful, loving day with your family members. I hope you have an awesome day, man. This is Sonia's Branching Melodies, which falls slap bang on Christmas Day. I'm pretty sure her selection of music is going to be incredible. So for those of you who are watching, I appreciate that. And yeah, let's enjoy this Christmas together. At least for these next 5 reactions, man. This one over here is Sabaton, Christmas Truce. I never heard of this song and never heard of this band, group, whatever it is. This is brand new to the channel. There is a message over here from Sonia, so let me just read that one out to you quickly. Late on Christmas Eve 1914, men of the British Expeditionary Force, the BEF, heard German troops in the trenches opposite them singing carols and patriotic songs and saw lanterns and small fir trees along their trenches. Messages began to be shouted out between the trenches. The following day, the British and German soldiers met in no man's land and exchanged gifts. I know all of this. Took photographs and some played impromptu games of football. They also buried casualties and repaired trenches and dugouts. After Boxing Day, meetings in no man's land started to dwindle. The truce was not observed elsewhere. Was not observed elsewhere along the Western Front. Elsewhere, the fighting continued and casualties did occur on Christmas Day. Some officers were unhappy at the truce and worried that it would undermine fighting spirit. After 1914, the high commands of both sides tried to prevent any truces on a similar scale happening again. Despite this, there were some isolated incidents of soldiers holding brief truces later in the war, and not only at Christmas. That's the pure, beautiful humanity coming out of either side. I mean, both sides are fighting for their own sort of ideology and their own beliefs, right? But they're still human either way. In what was known as the live and let live system, in quiet sectors of the front line, brief pauses in the hostilities were sometimes tacitly agreed, allowing both sides to repair their trenches or gather their dead. There was some level of honor, at least, back in the day in warfare, which I don't think we have that much today. Anyway, let's rock and roll. Sabaton Christmas Truce. Let's see what we got. Let's go.
Wake up! Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hannes! Come on!
Silence! Oh, I remember the silence on a cold winter day. After many months on the battlefield, and we were used to the violence, then all the cannons went silent, and the snow fell. Voices sang to me from no man's land. We are all friends. And today we're all brothers, tonight we're all friends. Our moment of peace in a war that never ends. Today we're all...
Wow, this this is actually amazing. Very theatrical. I absolutely love this. I love the tie into Christmas as well, because the Christmas truce are kind of like an armistice between both sides, and that, like I read earlier on, that did happen a few times in World War I, and I think in World War II as well, to a certain degree in certain places, if I'm not mistaken. But I've said this before in terms of like just human nature and our nature to want to have some sort of companionship, specifically in the harshest of times, right? So like you will cherish the smallest moment of peace in a tragedy like this, and even if it's with the enemy, right? Because it's just innately within us to want to be with someone. We want to be to have some level of connection with someone, even if it's someone that we don't like, in the most dire of times, right? When you have nothing, when you don't have loved ones around and things like that, the enemy will do just fine. Do you know what I mean? After so much tragedy that's been happening around. Come on, man.
A moment of peace in a war that never ends. Today we're all brothers, we drink and unite. Now Christmas has arrived and the snow turns the ground white. Hear carols from the trenches, we sing a holy night. Our guns lay to rest on more snowflakes. Our Christmas in the trenches, our Christmas on the front, far from home. Madness, how I remember the sadness. We were hiding our tears in a foreign land where we faced our fears. We were soldiers, carried the war on our shoulders. For our nations, what are you doing? Is that when we bury our friends?
Sabaton, what like, so where are they from? Are they Irish, Scottish? Where are they from? Put it down in the comment section. I mean, again, Google it, but just put it down in the comment section for me. This is beautiful, man. This is absolutely, this is amazing.
And today we're all brothers, tonight we're all friends. Our moment of peace in a war that never ends. Today we're all brothers, we drink and unite. Now Christmas has arrived and the snow turns the ground white. Hear carols from the trenches, we sing a holy night. Our guns lay to rest on more snowflakes. Our Christmas in the trenches, our Christmas on the front, far from home.
Just such a pity that, you know, innocent, brave human beings have to go to war and die for cowards. It's unfucking fathomable. But that is unfortunately human nature. That is just how it is. You know, you'll get a person that is put into power by the people, right? Or maybe sometimes not even by the people, right? They'll just slither their way into power. And then afterwards they will indoctrinate and manipulate a country through patriotism, because people love their country and love their people, right? To go and fight a war for their own interests, essentially. Happened with Hitler, happened with Stalin, happened with all over. It's happening right now with the biggest superpowers, with the USA, with Russia. All of these superpowers are going to do this at some point, because they want to hold on to him. It becomes a power game. Becomes a money-hungry, power-hungry game, right? Gone are the days where we're actually fighting for some sort of moral standard. I think it's all just political interests at this point, which is sad. But like I said, I would love to actually pass a law, if I was ever like sort of in any sort of if I had the levers of power at my fingertips. The first law I'd put into place is, if you are going to wage war on someone, you yourself have to send your family to the front lines first. All right, and then you can have the conscription. So your family, and your family's family, we're talking about all family connected to you, right? First and second family, right? They all need to be conscripted into the military, and they need to go to the front lines and fight from the front. And then we'll follow you. Be real leaders like they used to be back in the day, where the generals were at the front of the fucking battalion as opposed to the back. Do you know what I mean? So you do it. You politicians, you do it. Do you know what I mean? You go to the front lines. Send your kids to the front lines, and then we'll follow. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you need to put that into place now, because it's becoming all too easy for these politicians to just throw money at war, throw people at war, kill them in cold blood for all these different types of proxy wars and things like that. It's sad. It really is. Bit of a heavy topic for Christmas, but it is what it is. Let's go. Bringing that back to the forefront, literally in the 21st century, in terms of like 2021, where they come and they be like, let us not forget that humanity can prevail. Our humanity can prevail. We have more in common than we think, essentially, right? We're human first before anything else. That's one thing we must remember, right? Before we are American, before we are South African, before we are anything, right? We're human first. Do you know what I mean? And that's one thing we share across the board. That is one thing we have in common, is that we are human first, and we should always comport ourselves from that building block of look at someone's humanity as opposed to their ideas, ideologies, thought process. Look at them as humans first before anything else, right? Before skin color, before narratives, before thought processes, before any of it. They are still human. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, that's an absolutely beautiful song, man. Loved that. That's a great little start over here. It was actually not too bad. You know, I thought it was like maybe a little bit dark for Christmas. Nah, I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay. You guys let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!